Can the story of one child change your life? This is the journey of how the story of a refugee named Atmat changed ours. A little over 75 years ago, Buckminster Fuller asked himself a profound and powerful question. He sought to discover, what if anything, can one 32-year-old healthy young human of average size, experience, and capability, with an economically dependent family, starting without any kind of wealth, capital, cash savings, account monies, credit, or a university degree, can effectively do that could not be done by governments, private enterprise, or great nations to lastingly improve the physical protection and support of all human lives.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm with World Abundance and Abundant News. Next month, Josh and I are going to be traveling to eastern Chad in Africa. We're going to be visiting the refugee camps there. And I just want to share with everyone the expertise that Josh and I have as humanitarians. We know how to solve problems of world hunger. We know how to solve problems of poverty. We know how to solve the problem that our environment is currently facing. To validate this claim, I ask that you just watch this short video. Josh, I went to the building at first, but
What happened?
away from the building because of fear of getting the building on fire, which I figured would be bad if we got the church on fire.
I think it would eliminate humanitarian effort when you actually burn structures down.
I think it's bad to burn down buildings.
You should probably write that down.
Yeah. So we may not know how to solve these major problems, and in actuality, we may know nothing at all. But we are going to Africa anyways, because we understand that we can make a difference to one person and to one child at a time. And by all of us working together, we can solve these major problems. Earlier this year, we had an opportunity to participate in finishing an elementary school in Guatemala, something that kind of got us on a track of helping children. And then later in this year, we learned of an amazing group called Stop Genocide Now that's doing work in Africa. The story of the children there really touched and inspired us, but there was one story in particular.
My name is Ahmad. I have 16 years.
Atmat is a young man from Sudan. His home and his village was destroyed. He fled the area and made it across the border to eastern Chad in a camp called Camp Kanunga. But in this camp, there was no future and little hope for Atmat. So he decided to walk back to Sudan to find a secondary school to go to.
I come from Darfur state. Now I am a refugee.
So we're going to Africa. Hello, my name's Joshua Tree with World Abundance and Abundant News. And as Maya so eloquently put it, we've never really done anything like this before, or at least nothing on this scale. However, we know, or rather we believe, that in areas like Darfur, that are in such unbelievable crisis, that there's amazing opportunities for any citizen of our world to go there and be of assistance, to go there and make a small effort that can make a huge difference to our brothers and sisters who are in Africa. So I'd like to take a moment and share with you our ideas, our strategies, or as a very wise man, some would say has been an architect in our lives, would say, what is your plan? Well, our plan is based on the following 4 intentions. Our first intention is we want to raise awareness to citizens around the globe about the crisis and the opportunities that exist in both Darfur and Chad, and then to connect those people with the citizens in Africa, to bring them a message of hope, to let them know that they are not alone, and that there are more citizens all the time coming to assist in their struggles. Now, one of the amazing elements of this trip is that we're launching an incredible new technology that's been developed by the Stop Genocide Now team that's going to allow us to stay in contact with the refugees via satellite and video email even after we're gone. Being able to connect humans lastingly with humanity at large allows us to better further our projects, stay abreast of their needs, and continue to bring their stories to the rest of the world. Our second intention is to search in such a horrific crisis for the abundance that still exists, and how can we assist the people of the camps to develop and expand it in the face of so much obvious scarcity. We feel as if much of the portrayal of the refugees is one of victims, but these were successful and self-reliant people that have been thrust into the most horrible of circumstances. So we want to understand their challenges, but also to see their hope, show their courage, and to help find the stories of the heroes from their community and how the human spirit continues to triumph in the face of adversity, so that we are not tempted to rescue them as victims, but rather to join them in their cause, to help them stand on their own. Our third intention is to continue our work of bringing a secondary school to Camp Kanungu, because we believe that empowering the children with knowledge is vital to the community's growth and continued survival. But schools also provide shelter, community centers, and help to preserve their culture and heritage. While we're there, we plan on interviewing at least 10 children a day, or 80 in total, and asking them the following 6 questions. Where are you from? What village? What challenges do you currently face? What do you want to be in life? What are your dreams? Who are your heroes? And what would a school here mean to you? We also want to talk to the adults in the community and ask them, what are the core values of your community that should be focused on being taught in the school? What would a school here mean to your children and your family? What challenges do you face? And what are your dreams? Which brings us to our fourth and final intention. We'll be joining as citizen journalists for Stop Genocide Now on the IACT Rhythm and Hope Tour. This will be Stop Genocide Now's 4th tour in Africa, and this time we'll be joined by Grammy Award-winning Macy Gray, who's going to be touring the camps, singing for and with the children of Africa. We're going to be completing daily interviews, creating video casts to citizens around the world, and participating in daily interactive blogging. And remember, you can join in and participate while communicating with us while we're on the ground in Africa. And so we begin a journey that will change our lives forever. Our intentions are to be in service and to create value for the people of Darfur, but also to raise awareness for citizens around the globe and to show what's possible and how you can change the world if we simply follow the infinite wisdom of Mahatma Gandhi when he said, if you want to change the world, simply be the change that you wish to see in the world. And so it's been a very interesting year for us. We've had a business fail, and seemingly our entire world has collapsed around us. And yet through this crisis, we've been moved and inspired by the question that Bucky asked so long ago. And so I'll pose that question here again today. What can 2 32-year-old humans of average size, experience, and capabilities, with a failed business, no wealth, account monies, savings, damaged credit, but with a vision and an idea of how to change the world, effectively do that cannot be done by governments, private enterprise, or great nations to positively impact the destiny of all humanity? Now, only time is going to answer that question, but we would be deeply grateful if you would join us in our adventure, because we believe that divided, there is little that we can do as individuals, and yet united, there is little that cannot be done if we stand as global citizens. And so please tune your webpage to www.abundantnews.tv, worldabundance.org, and stopgenocidenow.org. And other than that, we'll see you in Africa. We'd also like to express our deep gratitude because this trip was made possible by socially conscious organizations and global citizens, including the Hara Group, Ameriprise Financial, Mahata Kenyatta and Associates, Land America Southland Title, Mortgage Planning Saves America, Diverse Lending Group, the Diana Ferrone Gallery, and artists Nathan Fisher and Kathy Gizzard.